we are driving around in the city of St. Louis today. We are currently on Jefferson. Yes. And today's Monday, and we just out driving around. So we have another story for y'all with Black inventions. This is more of a person that introduced something to America, and this person introduced a lot of culinary, delightful culinary foods. Is that sound right?
Yes.
To this country. Okay. Now we gonna talk about macaroni and cheese. That is a favorite of so many people.
It's one of my favorites.
Kids love it.
I've been eating that stuff since I grew up on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you like the Kraft better or the Velveeta?
Well, when I was growing up, they didn't have the Velveeta. I only ate Kraft.
Okay, well, I don't like either one, honestly.
And all that good cheese. You had to make the power stuff.
Yeah, or do you like the one that your mother make? You know, that the black mac and cheese.
Stuff.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
My mother would make the kind that you would have to bake, and we would be like, you had to put an egg in it, and we would be like, oh my gosh, when are we gonna be able to eat it? You know, and so I really am not a macaroni and cheese person, but I'll eat it if it's there. Let me just say that. Now, we are talking about Black inventions and Black creators, and today we are going to talk about Mr. James Hemmings. Now, I don't know if that name sounds familiar to y'all, but he was the brother of Sally Hemings, who was the mistress of a Mr. Thomas Jefferson. And I don't think that she was necessarily a voluntary mistress. It just, she was enslaved. So, yeah. Now, he was her brother. And if you didn't know, Sally Hemings was the sister-in-law to Martha Jefferson, who was Thomas Jefferson's wife. Wow. Thomas Jefferson was cheating on his wife with his sister-in-law, basically.
Right.
What kind of stuff is this?
So these were mulattoes.
These were mulattoes.
Yeah,
they were mixed race people.
Yeah.
Okay, now, let's get on James. Now, James was born in 1765, an enslaved man. He was owned by Thomas Jefferson. Okay, now, he accompanied Jefferson to Paris in 1784, and while there, he became the first American who was classically trained as a chef in France. He studied under elite pastry chefs and the master of haute cuisine. So he was like one of them hoity-toity people that you would do this. You would put your finger up. Yeah. Okay, now, is that what that is?
Yeah, the scoffier, when you go to cooking school, you learn because they say cooking started in France, like classical cooking. Mm-hmm. And the scoffier is called the father of the haute cuisine and the classical French cooking, where they took everything and put it in stations. They had the saute station, the grill station, and that's how they did it, like a cooking brigade.
I'm sure if you cook, you like that, but that just sounds so boring. Like, I just have to have all my stuff and then I just put it together. I know it should be organization and cooking. It really should be.
It's called mise en place. Yeah. Everything in its place. And you had the grill man here that did all the meats. Mm-hmm. Then you had the sauce man that did all the sauces, and then you had the deep fryer man and the cold chef who did the.
Well, he learned all that.
Yes,
he learned all that.
He learned classical French cooking.
So he likely encountered the dish in Paris, where he refined a version that he then called macaroni pie. His original recipe involved boiling noodles in a mixture of milk and water, and then layering with butter and cheese before baking. That's macaroni and cheese.
That's macaroni and cheese.
That's macaroni and cheese. Okay. Now, Jefferson raved about the dish and he is credited with popularizing the dish. Now, Hemmings also introduced the French fry, ice cream, creme brulee, and whipped cream. That man was a genius. Wow. All things that I will eat right now.
Never heard of him?
No.
As inventing these or discovering?
No, this is Union Station here. So we get past here, I'm going to pick up on the story of Mr. Hemmings. Okay, so picking back up on the story of James Hemmings. Now, Hemmings eventually used his specialized skills as leverage to gain his freedom. So he entered an agreement with Thomas Jefferson where he would grant his freedom after training his brother Peter. I just don't feel like that was fair, because then Peter they were always enslaved. They were enslaved, but you literally basically just was like, I'm gonna trade my enslavement for that of my brothers. Right. I mean, I guess you had to do what you had to do to get your freedom, you know. So he trained Peter, and he was legally freed in 1796 at the age of 30. Now, he worked as a professional chef in Baltimore, and when Jefferson was elected president in 1801, he was offered the position of the White House chef. But he declined because he was like, I'm not going to do it unless Thomas Jefferson asks me personally. He need to write me a letter or talk to me, or I'm not going to take the job. So Thomas Jefferson was like, I ain't doing that. So he didn't take the job. Now, it is said that he took his own life in late 1801 at the age of 36. Some suggest that the burden of being a free man without actual equality played a role. So, you know,
mystery.
Sad life.
Yeah.
You know.
Always.
Yeah. So next time you eat macaroni and cheese, French fries, creme brulee, whipped cream, ice cream, because I'm going to give you a little bit more about that, the ice cream, because he did a lot with ice cream. Think of Mr. James Hemmings. Man, he lived a short life, but adventure field, I have to say.
History, right?
Yeah.
Especially in those days, that you could accomplish all that as a slave.
A trained French chef.
A classical French chef.
All right, y'all. Don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. And these are black inventions or introductions to this country that we call America. Like, share, subscribe, and follow.